Tracks on the beat.
Meet up in New York City. I am Abby Harris, your host today.
What up, what up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris. What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris. Today is Thursday, January 18th. I hope you get a chance to watch some of these football games that's happening this week. I am looking forward to some of the games. I am not looking forward to the way the weather has been going on, but it's all good. We are going to get into today's news and news updates, what's happening in our news space. First things first, I would like to, if you have not been to Beyond the Blockchain podcast, and you have some time and you're listening pleasures in your car, you can definitely go to Spotify and check us out. I currently have 17 episodes, currently have 17 episodes on my platform, and I have interviews from all types of people. The last one was Terrence Klepp, from Junior Mafia / Winning Hands NFT project. Make sure you check it out. This Monday we got Manny Jackson. Manny Jackson will be talking about his physical and digital. Last week we had my man Ant Lava, and like I said, there's a slew of guests that we have on here. You just come check it out. There's a lot of information. If you have any idea, concept of things that you are interested in within the Web3 space, I go and I meet with the who's and the what's of this Web3 space, and we identify some of the great people and some of the great things and great projects that are happening and that's coming out, and I bring them on the show and we just talk about it. Let's talk about this. Today, right, we all seen yesterday the prices was up, and they actually dropped back down. Crypto, like, this is the time where you don't be scared. Like, first of all, I am not telling you no advice. This is not financial advice whatsoever. I just want to talk about dollar cost averaging in and making sure that you have the right information, that you tune in and get the right information so you can make your own decisions and do your research. And if I say something that sparks your interest, then within the interest that I spark, then you go and you do your, like I said, find that sweet point. I'm getting ready to add some tunes to our podcast a little bit, because I felt like I wanted to have like a baseline instrumental sound of what's going on while I orchestrate this magnificent show today. This is Beyond the Blockchain. It is Thursday, like I keep saying, but let's finish talking about some of this stock and these stock prices and what's going on in the news. Ethereum is $2,500, down 95%. Binance Coin, $314. Solana, $90. People sleeping on Solana. If Solana has a lot of things going on, this is one of those coins that they always talk about that's gonna be soaring. It's in the news and the information. It's in the news and the information is out there because it's there for you to do your own research. Only thing I could do is just point you in the direction. Look at Solana. Look at XRP, you have 50 cents. Look at Cardano. Look at Avalanche, 35 cents. Dogecoins, Tron, Polkadot, Chainlink. This is the one I was talking about yesterday. Like I said, this ton coin is something I am interested in personally, And the reason why is because it falls within the Telegram space, which is where our community is. Web network, you come in, you get some all types of just information that will be shared with you. Look at that. Look at that. They always say buying a dip, right? But see, for me, something is going on. And the reason why I say something is going on is because these sharp drops. Tron doesn't have a sharp drop. So as we looking at this, and you ask me, Ab, what am I looking at? What are these stock prices? This is the daily stock prices of today. But if you have any interest in any of these numbers or any of these cryptos, what you do is you do your due diligence. You look them up. You figure out what they're about, what's important, why you feel like you believe in the project. Does the project make sense to you? And then, you know, you do what you're supposed to do. You know, I got some favorites on here. H-Bar. I definitely have some favorites. This is what my boy was talking about yesterday. Casper. Shout out to Goldie. Chronos. If you are on crypto.com, that's the Chronos coin. This is another one I like. Some of these favorites that I'm interested in. Here's another one, Quant. I'm not gonna keep running through these. I'm gonna move on to the next set of time as we go through all of Thursday's news and information that's happening. I'm just gonna scroll through these charts real quick. Axel Infinity, Sandbox. I remember Sandbox was up to $5. It's like 50 cents. I remember it was at $5. Helium. Shout out to Making Bank. He always talking about helium. I actually need to reach out to him today. All right. Now, we all know that this information is hot today. We all know that the information is hot. Why? Because of Donald Trump is making his moves. And thanks for Cointelegram. What we're going to do is we're going to allow it to read this article for us. Thank you.
Donald Trump vows to never allow creation of a CBDC if elected. U.S. presidential candidate and former President Donald Trump vowed to never allow the Federal Reserve to create a central bank digital currency, CBDC, in the United States. The pledge came during a campaign speech in Portsmouth, New Hampshire on January 17, where the former President of the United States said, "Tonight I'm making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency." Trump says he will prevent implementation of central bank digital currencies, CBDC, pic.twitter.com/Vaden2HBG. Bertman, at @manofbert, January 18, 2024. The declaration was met with rapturous applause, to which Trump replied, "I didn't know you know so much, New Hampshire, very smart people," before continuing to explain. Such a currency would give a federal government, our federal government, the absolute control over your money. They could take your money and you wouldn't even know it was gone. This would be a dangerous threat to freedom and I will stop it from coming to America, he said. This is a developing story, and further information will be added as it becomes available.
Tonight, I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Do you know about that?
So you know what that means, right? That means that he has a lot of people that's like, what? All the Twitter people was like, what? All the crypto people were like, what? This is what Bitcoin and all that was made of, because we was tired of them printing money. Look how the value of the dollar is. You can barely live. You know, I remember, and I don't want to seem like I'm old or something, but I remember that potato chips was 25 cents. Now you're going to potato chips, it's $1.25. Like, for real. So, this thing with Trump, like, you know, it's getting ready to get real crazy. Okay, let's see.
So we talked about a number of issues backstage, which I've actually championed in this race that I do think would be beneficial to the America First movement for President Trump to take on. And I think he was very amenable to many of them. Opposition to a central bank digital currency.
And tonight I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank.
Well, you know he gonna have all the fight in the world because, you know, this banking stuff been going on for I don't know however they've been just making up this fake money, this big old Ponzi scheme, and now all of a sudden, you know, they hate Trump. Like, they gonna try to figure out each and every way for him not to get in office. They gonna make something up. Something that's going. Let's see what else is going on in the news. Listen to the agenda. Shout out to Listen to the Agenda. 3 reasons why Solana price could approach 200 by March. See, this is what doing your research is about. It's about going on, looking up information, and figuring out why. Oh, we can get it to read for us.
3 reasons why Solana price could approach $200 by March. Solana, SOL, looks ready to undergo a massive upside move by March, based on a mix of technical and fundamental indicators. Sol bull flag breakout possible. As of January 18th, Sol's price was testing the upper trend line of what appears like a bull flag pattern. Bull flags are bullish continuation patterns characterized by the price moving inside a downward sloping channel, flag, after a strong upside move, flagpole. They typically resolve after the price breaks above the channel's upper trend line and rise by as much as the flagpole's height. Thus, Solana eyes a breakout above its flag's upper trend line toward $194, up around 80% from current price levels, by March. Sol/USD daily price chart. Source, Trading View. Conversely, a pullback from the upper trend line could send Sol's price down toward its lower trend line near $80. Nonetheless, the cryptocurrency may witness some accumulation, sideways price action at its 50-day exponential moving average, 50-day EMA, the red wave, near $87, which has served as a long-term support zone. Staying inside the flag range would keep the breakout possibility intact. Solana ETF buzz. The approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs on January 11th has raised industry hopes that other cryptocurrencies, including Solana, could also get a spot ETF in the future. Franklin Templeton, a $1 trillion asset management firm, fueled the Solana ETF buzz further after praising the blockchain for its advancements in DeFi, infrastructure, NFT innovation, and meme coins. The company already offers a namesake spot Bitcoin ETF product under the ticker, EasyBC. Franklin Templeton has been leading the charge for integrating digital assets into the traditional financial space for years, and they are number 39, resetting their eyes on Solana can and number 39. Wait to see what the future holds. https://d.co/pk1zisram. Austin Federa, at Austin_Federa, January 18, 2024. Anticipation of a spot Solana ETF could catalyze a surge in Sol price, similar to the rally Bitcoin experienced before its ETF approval. Fed rate cut expectations. Expectations of a dovish Federal Reserve can further boost Solana prices higher in the coming months. CME's Fed Futures Fund rate projections see a 59.5% probability of a 25 basis point interest rate cut in the U.S. by March 2024. Target rate probabilities for March 20th Fed meeting. Source, CME. Lower interest rates can lead to a weaker U.S. dollar as yields on dollar-denominated assets fall. Cryptocurrencies like Solana, which are often priced against the dollar, can increase in value as the dollar weakens. Related, Fed rate cuts could be a boon for DeFi and stablecoins, Fidelity. The U.S. dollar index's, DXY, technical setup indicates a sell-off period in the coming days. Notably, it has been forming a rising wedge pattern since December 2023, with its downside target between 101.50 and 102.25, depending on the breakdown point, as shown below. DXY Daily Price Chart. Source, Trading View. Therefore, Solana's persistent inverse correlation with the US dollar should also boost SOL's likelihood of undergoing a major rally by March. This article does not contain investment advice or recommendations. Every investment and trading move involves risk, and readers should conduct their own research when making a decision.
You heard that. Conduct your own research when making a decision. But I highlighted something here. Look at this. Lower interest rates can lead to a weaker U.S. dollar as yield on the dollar dominates assets fall. So that means that you need to be moving your money from dollar into crypto. And then, like I said, this is just my speculation. This is just my guessing what I would do. I can't tell you what to do with your stuff. This is not financial advice. We're going to move on to gadgets. Now, the other day I was talking about this Rabbit A1. Now, they had it as a box, but now seen as a watch. I think that this is something that I definitely will be interested in looking at, or maybe even having it. I have all types of issues with smart watches and stuff. And sometimes that I have issues with charging. That's what my issue is. I'm a bad phone charger. People know me. I got the phone with the battery pack on the phone, and mine's just stay on all the time, because if I don't keep this thing on, I get cursed out for this dead phone thing. But let's finish talking about this AI smartwatch. Listen, you see me, I'm a little hype about this. Smartwatch technology has come a long way, and most of us have considered there's no going back from the endless convenience of next-gen phones that keep dropping every other week. This notion may be on the verge of change. The pocket-friendly Rabbit paced through the hearts of CES attendees this year, dubbed the R1, a walkie-talkie-like device creating a startup called Rabbit in collaboration with teenage engineer and its AI assistant smartphone alternative. The retro-style personal assistant with a screen camera scrolls. Okay, we already know about that. I want to know about the watch. The design has added wearable convenience to the Rabbit, making it a compact AI watch. See, I'm hype about that. I am hype about that. Let me find out that it's not a real watch. Let's see. That's pretty cool. But you know, I wouldn't want to wear red or orange watch all day. I would have to switch up. I needed blue, I needed black. It depends on my outfits. Like, I don't have a lot of orange clothes, and I don't wear orange in the winter, even if I did orange. I haven't been skiing, so don't make me have no sense to have an orange ski jacket, so I wouldn't have one of those. Function as an independent smartphone, essentially standout feature. App is handheld AI takes back the phone with simple ideal. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Runs OS, which allows to conduct regular tasks like Uber, checking out the groceries, using. You know what? This goes back to the Jetsons. This goes back to the Jetsons, because they were talking on their watch in the Jetsons. 4 gigs of memory, storage. Yeah, I'm feeling the watch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am feeling the watch. Excuse me. I am definitely feeling the watch. definitely feeling the watch. But I have a feeling that this watch is not real. I don't know. I just have a feeling the watch ain't real. I don't know, because I was on Rabbit's website yesterday and I didn't see a watch. Smartphone. Twitter smartphone. Why? Huh? Why? Back screen. 6:9 display. Why do I need a screen on the back of my phone? I'm just curious. Why do I need a screen on the back of my phone? No, it's stupid. Like, why do I need a screen on the back of my phone? I don't understand. It's not like it opens up like it's closed in my pocket. If I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna look at the main screen. What sense does it make to look at the back of the screen? Why? Because of Twitter? This doesn't make any sense to me. That's what I be talking about. But people be making projects, but this is a concept. This isn't real. This is a concept. See, concept. Just like that smartwatch. That was a concept right there. That wasn't even a real thing. Let's move on throughout the gadgets. I am going to pull something up that just recently hit that's really, really cool. Need to know what happened, the latest news and tech trends. Okay, what happened today in crypto? What is happening, my friend? What is happening? Let them read to us.
Here's
right?
what happened in crypto.
Why not use these devices? Like, you don't have to, this is like really, really cool. Here we go. What's happening in crypto today? Please tell me.
Today, the crypto market remains volatile after the June 14th Federal Open Market Committee (FOMC) announcement and presser with Fed Chairman Jerome Powell revealed that the central bank would pause rate hikes for June. While this move aligned with investors' expectations, the crypto market has yet to show any bullish momentum. Powell also mentioned that at least 2 more rate hikes would be needed in the future. Bitcoin price started the day up, trading above $26,000, but it has since retraced to a 24-hour low of $25,791 after the FOMC announcement. Some analysts are predicting that a drop to $25,000 is inevitable based on the current state of BTC derivatives data. Cryptocurrency market performance, one-day chart, Coin360. The muted crypto price action and lack of a bullish response to today's rate hike pause could be the lingering effect of the SEC's charges against Binance and Coinbase Exchange. Related, holy shit, I've seen that, Coldy Snoop Dogg, Vitalik and McAfee NFTs. FOMC tanks crypto and some equities. The stock market dropped sharply on June 14 after the FOMC decision, with the Dow dropping 200 points minutes after the announcement. Another major equity index, the S&P 500, hit a 13-month high. While Powell decided to pause interest rate hikes, the Federal Reserve reiterated the focus to bring down elevated inflation. In the policy issuance, the Federal Reserve stated, "In determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate to return inflation to 2% over time, the committee will take into account the cumulative tightening of monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity and inflation, and economic and financial developments." The wording shows a potential return to interest rate hikes in the future. To date, crypto prices are still highly correlated with the Dow and S&P 500, and most major banks still expect the U.S. to experience a sharp recession at some point in 2023. This has not stopped major stock indices from reaching yearly highs after the United States debt ceiling deal. According to U.S. bank analysis, which incorporates more than 1,000 data points, investor sentiment about the current state of the economy remains low. Global economic health. Source, U.S. Bank. According to Robert Howarth, Senior Investment Strategy Director at U.S. Bank. Overall, the U.S. economy is slowing, but not reaching recession. The pausing of rate hikes is causing volatility across equities and cryptocurrencies. Crypto sector regulation is still the main threat. Regulation has been a constant in the recent cryptocurrency news cycle. While the EU unveiled a digital asset framework, MiCA, the United States seems intent to regulate through SEC enforcement. On June 5 and June 6, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission filed civil lawsuits against two of the largest centralized exchanges in crypto, Binance and Coinbase. The SEC claims that 61 different cryptocurrencies, representing $100 billion in value, are securities. One of the 61 crypto tokens listed was Algorand, ALGO, a token that in 2019, Gensler called a great technology, which seems to contradict this latest enforcement action. Other top crypto tokens specifically mentioned as securities include Binance USD, BUSD, Binance Coin, BNB, Solana, SOL, Cardano, ADA, Polygon, Matic, Filecoin, FIL, Cosmos, ATOM, The Sandbox, SAND, Decentraland, MANA, Axie Infinity, AXS, and Cody. The recent SEC action adds to a long history of disputes, misconceptions or mistrust over the actual use case of digital assets. After the FTX implosion, some feel U.S. lawmakers are angry with the crypto industry. The most recent battle is centered on how centralized exchanges can use customer funds. Not all lawmakers are comfortable with Gensler's actions. United States Representative Warren Davidson, O., introduced the SEC Stabilization Act into the House of Representatives on June 12. The bill would remove Gensler as chair and redistribute power amongst a committee. TVL and volume remain low. The attack on centralized exchanges has also increased Bitcoin exchange inflow and outflow. Exchange inflows indicate increased sell-side pressure while outflows are typical to self-custody assets. Bitcoin exchange net transfer volume. Source, Glassnode. Despite the net flow movement to on-chain self-custody, DeFi has not witnessed growth. The total value locked metric, TVL, is a common way to examine the health and sentiment of the crypto market. According to DeFi Llama, TVL across all protocols dropped 0.5% in the past 24 hours and shed $120 billion since April 5, 2022. All protocol ecosystems total value locked. Source, DeFi Llama. Related, crypto industry destined to be
Y'all see how Gensler, in one form, he loved Algorand, and then on another side, he don't. He put them all together in this big lawsuit. So we're going to see how it unfolds, but now you understand why how we woke up this morning and everything is in the red. 42.7. That's not what it was last night. It was not that last night. Okay. Dr. Who materialized Web3, Tony Pierce, Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin traders. This is the last one that we're going to talk about today. Music news in Web3. You see this? Now, this is the reason why I don't believe that this AI thing should be within the space, because they got AI to resurrect Elvis Presley comeback live performances. I'm curious to see how it looks. I'm really curious to see how it looks, because this is the issue that they had with Hollywood, because they want to create AIs out of your likeness. And then they don't need you no more. I want to see if they got a video. All right, let's go through this article. I'm gonna go through like 2 more articles and then we're gonna wrap up for the
AI
day.
resurrects music icon Elvis Presley for comeback live performances. The British immersive entertainment company Layered Reality has announced a new initiative that will use artificial intelligence, AI, to bring back the rock and roll icon Elvis Presley for live performances. Elvis Evolution will be an immersive experience for fans of the music star that employs AI and holographic projections of Elvis that are produced using thousands of personal photos and home videos. Viewers will be taken on a virtual journey of Elvis's life, starting from his hometown in Mississippi and his Graceland estate to iconic Vegas performances. Andrew McGuinness, the CEO of Layered Reality, said in an interview with Reuters that the crescendo of the experience will be a live AI performance by Elvis. The show premieres in London in November and will then travel to other cities, including Las Vegas, Berlin, and Tokyo. Cointelegraph has reached out to Layered Reality for additional information on the AI methodology used in the Elvis recreation. Related, the Ultimate 2023 AI Guide, Here's What Happened and Why. This is the second instance in recent months where AI has...
I'm just curious. It sends me down rabbit holes. So we're going to go down this rabbit hole together. I'm curious what Layered Reality is. You came in just to see Elvis, though. I'm curious. The Revolution. Join the waiting list. Shit. I can imagine they doing this with like Tupac. In the life of augmented reality. All y'all Elvis fans. All y'all Elvis fans, it's going down. Can we see the video? Let's see. I'll make sure. Y'all not gonna flag me? Y'all wanna flag it, bro?
The king of...
Oh man, we not gonna do that. Y'all trying to jam me up in here. Let's see what other their projects are. Book now. It's in London though. Alright, let's go back because I went down the rabbit hole too far. Well, they got a virtual reality experience for Elvis that's coming. VR, AI, holographic projection. I'm just curious to see how it is. I think that's really, really cool, though. What else? Baseball. Base blockchain gets its own song and mint first single. Shout out to sound.xyz. Dayo, I gotta get him on the show. Come on now, I'm being lazy today. Here we go.
Base blockchain gets its own song and mint's first single as NFT. Coinbase-powered blockchain Base announced a partnership with the blockchain music platform Sound.xyz on December 19, which now allows artists to mint music via the Base ecosystem. Sound posted on X, formerly Twitter, that with the Base ecosystem being an Ethereum Layer 2, the gas fees for minting tracks as non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are cheaper, and transactions are fast. It said these factors will also allow artists to upload and withdraw without needing to purchase crypto or bridge their funds. Base is an Ethereum Layer 2, which means 10x cheaper gas fees, lightning-fast transactions, free uploads and withdrawals for artists. Most importantly, Base unlocks a huge new audience for collecting music. Sound.xyz, at soundsize_, December 19, 2023. The first track was minted on Base by artists Real Craig and Anano, which is a blockchain-themed song called Based. Its lyrics include, "We're bringing a billion on chain. Some people leave whenever there's tough times, but shout out to the real ones that stuck by." Join us for On-Chain Stories, where at Jesse Pollack will be talking with at Real Cragen and at Minami Shano about the new song on its soundsize_ starting in 30 minutes at 12:30 p.m. PT, powered by at LivePeer https://d.co/kayodds49. Base, at Build on Base, December 19, 2023. Sound said the most significant benefit to the Web3 music scene will be tapping into the over 100 million users on the Base network. It highlighted how music is a great entry point for a whole new generation of users to get on-chain. Related, Grimes' collaboration with music platform makes 200+ AI songs available for creators. In the last year, the music industry's crossover into the Web3 space has been picking up speed, with some of the biggest names in the traditional scene trying out blockchain-based releases. The American thrash metal band Megadeth, with millions of fans worldwide, released a new NFT collection in early December, allowing their community new ways to connect in both physical and digital reality. Around the same time, the late pop legend Michael Jackson had his first ever studio demo released on the blockchain as digital vinyl through the blockchain music platform Anetherblock. This happened 5 decades after the recording was made and 14 years after Jackson died. Earlier this year, Cointelegraph spoke with entrepreneur and son of legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, Cordell Broadus, Champ Medici, who explained what it takes to bring legacy artists into Web3 and build a new legacy in the future of music using tools like blockchain and NFTs. Magazine, Bit Culture, Fine Art on Solana, AI Music, Podcast plus Book Reviews.
See, this thing is getting really deep within the music space. You got to keep your eye out. If you're into music, and you're into any type of creation of music, film, and you have not tapped into Web3, reach out to me. DM me. We can definitely talk. I can connect you with some good people, good projects. Let's keep it moving. Moving. Look at that. This is Snoop Dogg's son. This interview happened November 8th. His son is Champ Medici.
Champ Medici talks Web3 communities, NFTs, music and gaming. The Web3 industry has experienced massive growth over the last many years, from a niche that saw the glimpses of the future of the internet, to a reality building that future with the brightest minds and makers. The space has also received support from a number of influential people, absorbing big names originating from outside of Web3. One of those people is the world-famous rapper and entrepreneur Snoop Dogg and his son Cordell Broadus, also known as Champ Medici. Over the last year in particular, Broadus and Snoop have been at the forefront of combining Web3 technologies like non-fungible tokens, NFTs, the metaverse and blockchain with the music industry and his large community. In November 2022, among many of his other Web3 related projects, Snoop Dogg and Billy Ray Cyrus bridged music communities from across the genre spectrum, as well as blockchain networks with a music NFT drop. Snoop Dogg and Billy Ray Cyrus are launching a hip-hop country single with the new Animal Concerts NFT drop $ANML #NFTs #bullish. Read more about this on at RaritySniper. Down arrow, https://d.co/sc4d5n2pg4. Animal Concerts, at Animal Concerts, April 5, 2022. Broadus has been an essential part of bringing his father's legacy to life in this new era of digital innovation. Cointelegraph sat down with him to understand what goes into bringing a legacy artist and communities into the Web3 space. He explained that in 2020 he was introduced to the metaverse and shortly after his father was approached by Crypto.com. In the studio when collaborators brought up digital assets and NFTs, he recalled that no one understood the concept well enough to take it seriously. I took it upon myself to really learn it so I could put it in a language that my father could understand, and not just my father, but all of the culture. Broadus said he wanted to be a bridge to bring people into this space so that they could learn how to digitize their business and not rely only on the methods of the past. He felt a lot of musicians didn't realize the potential of their unreleased music being, in some ways, equivalent to digital assets. People don't care how big you are, they don't want to just see you drop your own NFT. They want to see you support the community. When it comes to Snoop himself, Broadus said that his father had to trust his judgment. He recalled urging Snoop for years to recreate his first album, Doggy Style, which was released in 1993 by Death Row Records. He explained that over time he believed the idea of re-releasing music just kind of got embedded in Snoop's head, so when the NFT idea came he was super receptive to it. However, this was something he and his team understood more clearly after launching a pilot on OpenSea, where Broadus and his team released 250 Snoop songs and sold the stems and the license to those songs. 1,149 minted on April 20. Price now goes up with every new mint. Come and get yours. Let me hit something is just getting started. Mail sign, https://d.co/yib, fh5e, oi. Snoop Dogg, at Snoop Dogg, April 21, 2023. Broadus and the team started by releasing 500 copies of the single High for $500 each. That first day we sold out and made $250,000 from that first single. From there it was the numbers, and the numbers don't lie. Then we only did it for 30 days and by the last 30th day, altogether we did $3.5 million, he recalled. Related, AI can be a creative amplifier, Grammy chief exec Harvey Mason Jr. Broadus explained how he witnessed many creators buy those songs and stems, and turn them into EDM and country songs. It was a cool way to watch your community collaborate with the legacy artists like Snoop at a reasonable price because, in a sense, we're democratizing what collaboration looks like for musicians. He said the type of collaboration and creativity wouldn't have been possible without NFTs and called the experience uplifting. If I didn't understand this community and understand this space, that idea would have never taken off. This became even more real for Broadus when he attended NFT NYC and experienced firsthand musicians who bought the NFT song stems from their pilot. To be able to be out in public in New York and hear like 5 different artists show me their songs that they bought from our pilot program and just see how happy they were to be able to be on the song with Snoop and other Death Row artists was huge for me. That's what touched me the most. He also recalled a moment at a Sandbox event earlier this year where he was in conversations with big decision makers in Web 2 and Web 3, and realized the importance of their efforts and presence in the space for their wider community. I wanted to make it a priority and take it upon myself to show not just my father, but all of the culture and make sure that they were in that room because there was no representation. I was probably one of the only black kids in that room and I wanted to make sure that I could change that. Snoop, Broadus and the team behind their endeavors in the space have continued to move with this momentum with their latest venture announced on November 6, Death Row Games, named after the legendary Death Row Records which Snoop acquired in February 2022. Death Row Games is building off a new legacy, which was in part constructed by the team's gaming-related presence in the Web3 space including Snoop's Snoopverse in the Sandbox Metaverse and Dr. Bombay with Yuga Labs, among others. He is bringing into gaming the same lessons he's learned from bringing his and his father's legacy into the Web3 space. It's the same ideology and mindset as far as bringing in diverse creators and telling stories from different parts of the world and minority communities. Magazine, Bit Culture, Fine Art on Solana, AI Music, Podcast plus book reviews.
On that note, I am out, but you see how you can actually take your content, your music, your film, and create a digital asset out of it and distribute it within your community. And like brother says, Cordell, like he says, sometimes I'm in these rooms and I'm like the only black person in these rooms. And also the language of interpreting some of this computer talk or some of this blockchain information does not come across, how could I say, plain and simple, right? So a lot of this stuff need to be simplified for it to be understood. And once it's understood, right, then you can actually take advantage of it. So on that note, thank you for tuning in. This is Beyond the Blockchain. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Abstracts on the beat.
Meet up in New York City. I am Abby Harris, your host today.
What up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris.